So, yes, I can actually see. It's the stream, right? So if you type it, I have it open on my phone so that I can read it, especially when I'm over here on the traditional side. So, alright, so I got this, and I got a watch for my kiddo. It's because he apparently is, I'm going to be picking him up soon, right? So yeah, but we got the new thing going, right? So that I can read it, especially on that tour.
Oh,
Traditional stuff. Still trying to make the edition thing work. Also, there you go. I forgot to turn it down. When it's running on those 5 minutes, I have it up. But I forgot to turn it back down. Thanks for the heads up. Alright. Alright, cool. Now everything's in the right spot. Sweet. Okay, so should be good. The music's good, right? It's good now? So we will be working on the page, but I didn't want to get too far. I didn't want to get too far into it because then, like I said, I have to go pick up my son. So might as well do this then, right? Get this all fixed up. Alright, so we're just going to be, I'm just going to be adding pages from this super destroyed, like, death sketchbook. Like, it's just, look at that. What is that? So, there are things that I want to keep, right, that I think were important. They're important to the creation of the Ninja Empire, and thus, hey Miss Avenue, and thus we want to keep them. And since this book is going to be my Ninja Empire book, we're going to officially destroy, like just straight up destroy these. Like this is right. This book, there's barely anything holding on to this book in the first place. Right, so we're just gonna transfer some of this, throw this out. Alright, this is garbage. So that goes in there. X-Acto blade and glue and be done. Yep. But I mean, the book is pretty much just falling apart anyway. So we're just, I realized that we can put, was it 2? I think we decided on 2, right? Toilet paper bag, yep. Right, I think we decided on 2 because we could put, right, but then that's just, yeah. So we're gonna put 2 of these on one page, tape it on. right? So we can do that. So. And then once my kid gets here, right, then we'll be able to we will just move on. So, Miss Ebony, how you doing? Why not just... it's so light, to be honest. Like, I generally draw with a 2H, so it's really light, and it's going to be a lot of work to see. Plus, this is going to be, like, this is the book, right? I'm going to be working with this and just putting everything together. I see. What are you? Affirmative action now? What? I'm going to let Mondolo in? Fight is on. I'm already getting owned.
I was just stuck. I didn't know where I was. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. It doesn't
Oh look, I'm out already.
It doesn't
First one to go. Curse splashies. But this way, right, you can still look at both sides. Wham bam, life's good. I don't need a hand. See, that's there.
Okay, so I do it the way something is so first I brush it, like the first I
Who won? Milk. Oh, look at that. Saying it's like, hey, we're gonna let other people win, and then comes in and still steals it. This is so wrong.
pick up this shit button at the edges. Yeah, I tore it.
That is beyond rigged. Rigged. Super dupes rigged. So rigged. So I need to go. Your comeuppance one day. You'll get yours. This is garbage. This one there. Workbook, sketches, that's not necessarily needed. This was good. That is important. Weapons. Storyboard's not necessarily needed. Random, that's not needed. That's not needed. Random weapons, that's cool. August. Okay, definitely him. It's 3 in a row. I know you're cheating. It's like, I know you're cheating. Oh, it's okay. I think Mondel is right. Eventually you're gonna get your comeuppance. Definitely keep those. Don't need that. Who's this guy? What up, you scrubs? What's up, AG? How's it going? Guess we'll use that too. I am currently like not mending, but putting all my sketchbooks that are broken, putting it into the master sketchbook. And so, you know, seeing what we need to keep, what we don't need to keep. A little better each day. That's good. That's good to hear. So this is all gone. That's useless. Miss Emily has 1-5. Okay. Alright, so tape it away as we move forward. Then I'm gonna run and grab my tea, because you know it wouldn't be a Kaiser string without some tea, right? So we're gonna go grab that. How was everyone's Monday? You guys good?
I'm in the arena. It's plenty big. Come on. I'll punch you. Come through the arena.
Okay, so he's there.
Look at that.
Oh, scrapbooking? Well, sure. But my sketchbooks were, some of the ones that I were using was just falling apart. And so, why the long sleeves? Oh, because I had to go to work. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay, on my screen, I had broke the lock like a long time ago. You just walked it through the hole. Okay, you ready? Oh, okay, you can have a point. Come this way. So just come over here. No, come, or you can go down there, I guess. Just go to the side. I just go down there because well, I don't know. I just do it. This is the most cursed ever. What happened?
All right. Like I said, just had to grab my tea. All right. Why long sleeves? Oh, Miss Ebony, thank you so very much for that host. Long sleeves because I was outside and I had to work, and it's just comfy, so I didn't take them off. You're working on some flats? Nice. Did you fail anyone yet? Yes, actually, I did. I did. I absolutely did.
How did you fail someone already?
I'm that talented. I'm like that's how I roll.
What did they do? Why did you fail?
Well, they had an assignment and some of them failed. So what do you want?
What was the assignment?
To draw their final form. And some people just overthought it. And that's what happened. Overthought it. Make sure I keep my people together.
So they had an
Class started back up again? Yeah. They started back up on campus for the first time. So I was on campus for the very first time. Oh, someone call me? Nope. 9:30.
Yeah, but like, so you try and do it in a line, like you're like you know how the people do it when they're on the slide, where they like run and break the blocks and jump on it at the same time.
Okay. Because he's out wrestling, so you'll have to pick him up eventually. Okay, so these are a group that goes by themselves. Did I just throw out all the other ones? Is that what happened? That might be what happened. Certain things where it's just like little bits of information that's important. Weapons. And Skip, you know what? You'll get there. You'll get to be as heartless as I am one day. One day. One day. There we go. You need to stay away. As a teacher, hey, but, those who stick with it, they actually get to be really good. I mean, look at Skip, look at AG, look at Enrique, look at Pakia, single digit. Just saying, I have a pretty good track record. Just saying.
Why am I still in? What time
His Butch is I don't know what his wrestling name is. This hasn't said anything yet.
I'm just gonna do /3.
But Butch is he was deemed Butch by his grandfather. So there it is. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta give a lot of tough love for you to grow.
But then I have to stay. Like, let's try OP.
So what are we working on tonight? Well, at this very moment, transferring some of the concepts and drawings that I had in sketchbooks that have currently fell apart into the Ninja Empire Mega Sketchbook. And this way I get to actually keep everything in one spot, because the spines were all broken and the pages were falling out, and I just figured, you know what, it'll be easier this way to keep them in a spot. I'll sacrifice a couple pages, considering I have 500 of them in this sketchbook. I figured I had some leeway, And I am apparently a nice professor that people take the class with. But you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There has to be balance, right? So, you're the yin to my yang. So, together we create balance in the universe. Stop running and fight me. See, this part's important. Lock this down. Yeah, real quick. What time you picking up Butch? That's a good question. His meet was at 6, but it was off campus, so I have no idea. I'm waiting on his message. No. That's why I'll be constantly, going back and forth to my phone. Yeah. I actually did fail. My final review the first time. See? So you complete him. I'm saying that without him, the universe would be out of balance. Things would be exploding. So, there's gotta be a good teacher somewhere. I was like, there's gotta be a good teacher somewhere, right? The nice teacher. Yes, my overlay is different. We finished that yesterday. Wonder Wheezy's job? Yeah, that's true. The boss. poop. We're just gonna go here, I guess. Like, these are all poop.
You can go and build or something without me, and then I'll come back, okay?
And that's just useless, so we'll just tape this in, like so. Back to dinner. So Skip, man, I'm sure you're like in the thick of it, right? Of classes and stuff. Because you guys started earlier than we did, right? You mean like this? Hold on, let's check. What are you talking about? Well, considering I can't really look at it, like I can't listen to it, so I'm gonna have to. I'll scroll through it at the end, and I'll come back to it and give you a yes or no. Yep. Not only that, but they're already blocking. Oh wow! Oh, you're that far along. Okay. My spring, my winter. There's. That's good. That's good. We're only in 3 weeks. Oh, okay. Not that far. For some reason, I thought you were way further along. Moves fast. Yeah. I just got my entire class was like, hey, they want more, right? They're all like, we want to work, we want to do all this stuff, we think that we're all that in a bag of chips. And I'm like, all right, if that's what if you want. So I asked them, I was like, do you guys want to create pretty much like a video game? Not the actual video game, but the production of video game. And they're all like, yeah. I was like, you just signed your own death warrant, but okay, let's go. They have no idea how much work they're about to get. What's a setup? Straight up setup. They gonna be doing so much work. I have no idea. None. It's great. And they're super excited. They're like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Like, it is gonna be awesome. And you're gonna work so much. You're gonna have so much work to do. It's going to be great. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Mandala. Come on, we gotta do some art. We gotta get you doing some work. We need to get you doing some art. So they're not necessarily ready for God class. They're not there. These are, I teach at a community college now, so these are all in grand scheme of things. These would all be freshmen, maybe sophomores. Maybe. So they're not necessarily ready for AIW God class. Then again, I don't know if you guys were ready for AIW God class when it happened. Why for the reading class? Oh, that the designs have to be super simple. Out there. Yeah, they don't understand that. I've told so many people, I'm like, look, it's gotta be, just keep it simple, right? Just keep it easy, simple. Don't try and prove that you're the best, that you're the best artist that has ever existed, and your designs are amazeballs and all that kind of good stuff. But they don't listen. They just don't listen. Because
has Super Saiyan Wrestler not messaged you yet?
No.
Have you messaged them?
No. but I will. He's normally really good about messaging, but you know. Here we go. Let me know. Pick you up. All right, there we go. Okay. What you started the class with? Look to your left, look to your right. So you won't be. No, I never do that. That's not something that I do. I don't do the left, look to the left, look to the right thing because you all will stick around, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be good.
Not to mention that kind of shows that the teacher is more of an asshole than an educator to begin with.
Yeah, it is.
Why would you want 1 to 2/3 of your class to not make it to the end? Like that's weird.
Right. Like that's definitely not a me. That's not a me thing. I don't do that. Because it just doesn't make sense.
Hi, Miss Ebony.
You need to make your first lecture to like a Ben Affleck speech in Boiler Room. Ah.
How can I spend Butch's dollars without him knowing?
You really can't. Don't let him come down. He gives out Fs. I do. I give out F. I give out F minuses.
Exactly. Dang it! My S isn't working over here. What's wrong with this stupid keyboard?
What? Oh, what? That sucks. It's a new keyboard.
Yeah, there's no S at all. Wow. I can't say hi, Skip.
Really? That's... It's sad. And
Watch. Oh, there's lots of keyboard things that don't work here.
Really?
Yeah, the A, the S, and the D don't work.
Huh. That sounds like they turned something off. Because those are the...
The W just goes backwards.
See, that...
I understand why Brown was crying earlier now. No!
He needs to... No, I think that in his, infinite and also his brother's infinite wisdom, they may have switched something for him to play a game.
Nope.
No?
Nope. Butch wasn't here. Tyler would not have gone through it. Sean doesn't like him enough.
Oh. Okay, then maybe just him. I don't know. That's weird that the moving keys are not working.
Backwards. E R T Y, that works. U I O P, that works. A, nope, goes backwards. S goes forward. D does nothing. F G H J K L, that's fine. C X E. Yep, it's just W A S and D.
Yep. See, those are the.
I know.
No, well,
I know how a keyboard works.
I know you know. I know it's.
Everyone on here knows how a keyboard
It's
works.
okay.
Except for Brown.
Like retreat keys.
Oh, that's Kike, right?
Yep.
Hi, Kike. Yeah, but then it doesn't tag you.
No. No.
Lord, I feel like I'm in middle school again, typing like that. Thunder, just remember, I can buy things for your children too.
Oh.
And while it may not bother you, they will annoy the crap out of your beloved.
Uh-oh. Can't have
an
that.
Angry beloved means an unhappy Thunder.
Can't have that. Can't have that. That would be bad. That would be very bad.
Like, I happen to know a recently graduated 9-year-old likes glitter far more than her mommy does.
Oh, not the glitter bombs. Don't torture people like that.
Why would it be a glitter bomb? I would just buy her glitter. Ultra fine.
I'm just saying. It doesn't have to be a bomb, but anything glitter in a jar it equates to the same thing. Especially in the hands of a 9-year-old.
Yes, I would never ever do that to you or to my friend. Never ever. Never. I just traumatized by those loud people.
We banned glitter in my family's house, yeah. Not the glitter.
I'm funny.
And then it got out of control. Yeah, it did.
Never have I ever done what?
It's a trap.
So, what I'm laughing at, since you'll never know, because I was typing to KK in a message. KK told me, you're upsetting tech support, and you're going to end up with a new keyboard. I said, LOL, I just need to restart the computer. Because that'll work.
That's not... I think we need... Not necessarily... No, we don't necessarily need those. We'll make more of those. The rest of these I actually need to cut out. Okay, what else do we have here? Definitely want to keep that one. That's important. That guy's important.
Okay, good.
Rigging? What? Yeah. You don't get to win the Battle Royale 3 times in a row without it actually being rigged.
Jesus.
2 days ahead of schedule? How do you like it?
What the heck would be a replacement for D? There we go.
Fine. That's bad. That's really bad. Definitely keep the maps. But I think we have another round of maps, so we'll wait for that. These can go away. Excuse me. Probably going to take a nap with it soon. Okay. I hope it's good though. Hope you like it. Nothing like a new computer when it works. Stop sneezing. If only it were that easy. Yeah, I do have some more computer.
Oh,
nice.
I don't know if it was different last night because I didn't come down here. But
Uh-huh.
I do like the different setup.
We did that yesterday. Like we
Did you
put,
not hear what I said?
yeah, I'm just
Okay.
saying. We're able to. I had help from the chat. It was great.
Yeah, now I can read the things that other people will be saying from other places besides here.
Oh, good.
Sell some markers. That sounds fun.
What?
Zebney needs a MacBook.
Oh.
Might sell some markers.
Yeah, sell some of those markers you got going on. Things are here. Oh, look at all these books just straight up broke.
What are you even doing?
I'm scrapbooking as Enrique has said.
It doesn't really look like you are. But
I'm not. I had sketchbooks that were all that are important as far as stuff that's coming, but all the spines were broken. So I'm putting the ones that have important information into this bigger sketchbook because I was trying to kill time until Butch was like, hey, I need to get picked up, but it doesn't seem like that's ever going to happen. She's going to be gone wrestling for forever. Whoa. Wow, you can get 3K for your Copics? Okay, none of this is, I think, necessary. Refurbished from Apple Corp. Steals, oh, okay. Don't hold dye pigment. Regular sketchbook instead. What's this?
Is Thunder still around? He needs to tell KK she can't find that in a thrift shop.
I don't know if Thunder Keys is still around. He would have to say something. I love sketchbooks.
Nope, not that either, KK.
Here. Wow, this book was definitely just a lot of mostly scribbles. Okay. Cool. Not that much needs to stick around. Right there. So she says. That's what Thunder Key said to you.
I see it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. It's
here we go. It's important. He's fun, but not necessary.
Oh.
So, surprised at how many people we have up in here. It's crazy sauce. Hi TNT, how are you? Go put that back. Let's see. What's this? That's not important. Neither is it. Okay, so we only got 2 things out of that whole book that I need to keep. Let's see, because we got projects to complete and your channel promotes good work ethic. Aw, thanks. But still, you know, it'll always surprise me that it's beyond one person. What? Oh, you got him to work?
Yep, because I Googled it.
You're so smart.
I'm smart.
You are smart. So what did it say?
I don't know how he would have done it.
Uh-huh.
Because he was playing a running simulator and literally the only button he had to push was W. And Tyler said to me out of his face mouth, he can't get confused. He won't be able to do it wrong.
Famous last words.
And I looked at him as we were walking in separate directions on separate sets of stairs. I said, it's cute how confident you are when you say that.
So now you get to tell him, like, yeah, so remember when you said this? And yeah, so about that. I don't even That is hilarious. There's no way that he'll be able to screw this one. Oh.
I fixed it.
That's good. That's very good. You are awesome.
I don't. He must have just like put his elbow on the other side of the keyboard for that.
Alright, I'm gonna take a 20 to 30 minute nap. Alright. Enjoy a nap with your new MacBook. Oh, all this. Okay. This is not important. These could be fun. This guy is not needed. Flags. He was cool. Weird weapon. Not needed. Okay. Oh, we'll keep these. Okay, these are better. Tattoos. Okay. That one's not needed. Neither is this. Alright. Oh, wait. Oh, we didn't need to keep this either. Or this. This. Okay. Or this. I thought I had more maps, but I guess I was wrong. Oops. That wasn't supposed to happen. Crud.
We have a green screen here, right?
Yes.
How big is it?
Look under the table. It's behind his computer, but I'm sure it's folded up in a box.
Okay, so you can find this tiny thing. No, it's fine. We can look at it tomorrow. It's tiny.
Why? What are you planning?
Well,
Curious.
I'm gonna play with KK soon.
Ah. Well, I mean, like I said, we can take it out. You can see just how big it is.
Yeah, we will tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
While we're streaming.
Yeah, okay. While I'm streaming. I'm trying not to fall asleep like I did last time.
You fell asleep last time?
No. Sorry. Sorry that I bored you. We were actually doing a lot of stuff, too. Thought it was great. But I understand. How was your day? How's work? How did work treat you today? Oh, crap. This.
What you saw on the bus, they said.
I mean, I messaged him and he was like, "I'll tell you when I need you."
Well, you didn't update me, so I messaged them since it's 9:30.
Okay. Okay. Realize the error of my ways. Although it probably doesn't really matter. Alright. It's in there. Let's see, I mean, I don't know how much you're actually... Oh, you know what? That's stupid.
Less than 10 minutes, but should be ready to be picked up.
Okay. I should probably, Gonna change one thing real quick. Then I guess
How many times has Kaiser watched Encanto, or how many times has Encanto played in our house since it came out? Totally different questions. Kaiser probably like 4, maybe 5. How many times has it played?
A gazillion.
On average, once a day for every day since it came out.
Yep.
But that means some days 0 times and some days 3 times.
Yep.
I watched it today with the kids.
I'm like, yep. These are the facts.
Yeah. It's heavy rotation at our house.
Yep. It's great though. I'm okay with it.
Baby loves Luisa's song and Brownie loves Isabella's song. And of course everybody loves We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Yep. When I go to get Butch, will you talk to the stream?
Can't you get Sean or someone to come down here?
Sean's in. Sargy's in bed.
Eh?
Just saying, he's in
Also
bed.
Tyler.
Tyler left.
Tyler's taking a shower and doing his hair.
Um,
Because like
left.
your hair, he wants his hair to be nice and soft and pretty curls.
I'm just saying, he left. That's all I'm saying. That he left. That's all. That is all. He left. If he comes back down,
He won't. You have to go get him.
I would have to change the camera
Why?
because it's facing outward. Because I'm on this table. Because he also doesn't want to be on camera. Doesn't want to be on camera.
But he's so cute.
Look, I'm there with you. I don't understand.
He's still got that impish baby beauty.
Impish. All right, I have to go.
Oh my darling, I love you.
I have to go.
Oh, you look extra wonderful.
No.
All right, I just hope that you will talk to the stream for me.
Because you're cooler than me.
Do you need the cat lawyer filter? I have no idea. No clue.
No! I'm trying to get more points than him.
Yeah.
I clicked your buttons, but I wasn't clicking his on purpose.
Okay, I'm actually.
He
No.
doesn't click for me.
There you go. I'm gonna turn this up. Okay, so
But
now,
I'm trying to even it out.
now you're staring at the ceiling so that someone can come over here and talk to you, hopefully, or loudly over there.
Ty, go draw on Daddy's sketchbook.
The camera is up.
Yeah, and all they'll see is your hands
Yeah.
on the sketchbook.
Do you want to draw on just a regular piece of nice paper?
I hear voices cook my bread. What?
See? Here's a.
I don't know. I did make bread this weekend, though. Not that that's at all the point here.
Apparently Brown doesn't like it.
I don't know. I'm not particularly fond of it either. But should I get
I'll
up
be
early enough, I'll make.
Because it's really sweet. That's why I don't like it. Because it's really sugary.
You like it, Nutella.
Oh. But I don't want to draw. What am I even meant to draw?
Draw Bruno.
No. This is big for me.
Let's play Pictionary.
Pictionary.
Yeah. You draw and they'll guess it. I'll read it out to you.
Oh. I don't know what to draw. Quick, text me what to draw. Okie dokie, artichoke.
I'm great at drawing that one. That's my favorite expression she makes.
Is that right before she slammed the phone down on Susie's sheet?
I don't know.
Okay, draw something else.
Draw something else.
Yeah, draw something better this time.
But I don't wanna. I'm too lazy for this.
It is Peppa Pig. Miss Ebony Love wins. Oh, we got 2 winners.
Yay.
That's tie drawing, single digit.
That's dookie doo-doo. I love Peppa Pig. And Wise Words of Brown, she's my girlfriend. I should draw Vanny, his girlfriend.
Yes, you should draw Vanny, my boyfriend's girlfriend.
I hate Vanny, she's so ugly.
I didn't know if any of you did live with someone under the age of 17, though, Skip.
Why would you know that?
Skip said, to be fair, anyone who lives with someone under the age of 17 knows who Peppa Pig is.
Bro, everyone knows who Peppa Pig is. She's an icon. Nose. He's so weird looking. This looks like a rat. Did you know that?
Yeah, I do.
Isn't it weird? Why does she exist?
You're the one who wanted to draw it.
That's because it's Brown's girlfriend. I gotta be supportive.
So why are you drawing her so ugly?
Because I hate her. I feel like that's a good reason.
Draw Mr. Spider-Man.
Why would I do that?
Okay, that came from Mr. Enrique. Remember? Daddy was just trying to explain to you who he was the other day when you forgot.
Yeah. I still don't know who he is.
Okay, yes, but it'll be a hoot. You're not wrong. So, I wish I knew where Daddy had it. Spider-Man and Kike had a book called The Hate Book. And they would take turns and draw a scene about the other person in the book. And then they would hand it to that person. We would all laugh at how cruel and also very funny it was. And then the other person would do it. And normally, Kike drew Spider-Man looking like a bean with a receding hairline.
Oh. How rude.
Yeah, but it also like looked exactly like Spider-Man, but like a bean. Like if Spider-Man and a bean were smashed together.
I could.
The rabbit, I think his name is Fanny.
No, Vanny.
Vanny with a V.
V-A-N-N-Y.
And it's I don't know, a security guard or something. I'm not
She's
really
evil.
sure. Is it from FNAF time?
I can't see it. Yeah, it's from FNAF.
It is from FNAF.
And I hate her. And Brown loves her. And I'm actually going to find her and do naughty things like punch her in the face.
That's terrible. Don't punch rabbits.
She's not a rabbit. She's a rat.
It is FNAF, yeah.
Okay, let's see. What to draw now?
Yep, that is the one that it's from. Yep. I like Chica and Roxy.
Chica and Roxy. Both of those are good. If it's not Vanny, you can be my friend.
So you're not friends with my boyfriend?
No.
That's fair.
You see, look, she's dead now. I hate Vanny. I killed her. What should I draw? I draw a barf emoji.
No. Draw something cool. Show them how you can really draw, Ty.
Okay,
Make
look.
your daddy proud.
A treat.
draw? I haven't drawn anything because I haven't known what to draw for like 3 days.
Skip says, I just love how the FNAF crew wasn't intended to be scary until it was pointed out that their attempts at cute could traumatize small children. Signal to do. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Oh, Ty, did you break it?
What did I do?
Oh, nothing.
Look. This is how Livy taught me how to draw eyes. Apparently I need to learn how to draw anime because that's definitely my thing.
Draw Pikachu. We have a request for Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
Look him up. I don't even know how to spell Pikachu. I found it. Look at this one. Can you see?
Yeah, draw that.
He's so tiny.
The coloring is wrong, but the shape was right.
No, he's so fat.
I mean, Pikachu's...
He's supposed to look like this.
Okay, draw that one then.
Now I'm gonna draw the ugly one.
Your bum.
And why am I a bum?
Because you could draw such good things and you're not.
Well, that's because I didn't want to be on stream.
Okay, I'll take what I can get then.
Oh gosh, I've already messed it up. I'm sorry, whoever told me to draw this. You're gonna cry. Oh look, they're back. This is so bad.
Hey, Wrestler. How'd you do?
Bad.
You want to go be on stream?
Yeah, Butch, help me draw.
No, I just wanted to make sure that I was on so you didn't get too far ahead of myself. That's it.
I am 8,000 points behind you. Go do your essay. I love you. Gonna hold.
I think I should never draw again.
I think Pikachu.
This is so
You should have your own stream. Kike would subscribe.
This is so bad.
Next, you should draw Waluigi. That looks like Squirtle, Miss Evelyn.
I know, that's why it's so bad.
I don't know who Squirtle is.
Another Pokemon.
I mean, I knew that much.
See, this is why I can't draw with pen, because I have to draw with guidelines.
You can draw a guideline with a pen.
Yeah,
They just
but
won't
then
go
it's
away.
ugly.
That's true.
That's why I don't do it. Oh, how do you spell Luigi?
L-U.
I found it. What's happened now?
Nothing. I'm just laughing at the dead eyes.
Well, wouldn't you be dead if you had 4 backs and all of them are in different places?
PK said, I think I should never draw again. That should be the name of your stream.
I mean, Anime Waluigi? What in the
The
world?
single digit says, Ty, how dare you doubt your skills? Wait, that's what all artists do. Carry on. In the big silver bowl is the chicken nuggets you asked for, some french fries, and cheese sticks stuff.
Square.
With Pikachu, I start with the head and use the motion line to try and get its shape right.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm just, clearly I'm not trying very hard. It's a little bit...
We should draw SpongeBob next.
SpongeBob. This is so much work.
Whenever you like it.
Well, what would you know? You're only my mother.
Oh, snap. I know, those are fighting words, but he's a teenager, so what do I care?
Wait, what did I say?
What would I know? I'm just your mom.
I have to, like, run away and hate you because you gave birth to me or something.
Well, that's why I hate you. I guess it's fair.
Circle.
I don't really hate this one, don't worry.
Which
That one?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Draw Kirby! You have a request for Kirby.
Ugh, circle.
No, Kirby has hands and feet. Unlike M&M's.
Kirby.
This kid is a comedic genius.
Okay, you can come back now. I only killed Brown's girlfriend. And they have insulted a few people along the way with my art.
I don't
Who
think
did?
I don't
No,
think
I
you
have.
insulted anyone with your art. Thank you so very much for stepping in and being awesome.
Kike says that Ty should have his own stream, and
Yep.
the stream should be called I Think I Should Never Draw Again.
Wow. Wow.
Don't leave, Ty!
Wow.
Don't
Oh
get
man.
insulted.
Brian's back. Don't leave Ty. You know what? That's messed up. That's messed. You should come over here. Why don't you do you go ahead and do the rest of the stream. It'll be great.
No, that's okay, Daddy. You should draw Vanny and give it to Brown as a present tomorrow.
Funnily enough, the simply shaped characters seem to be more complicated to draw than they appear. That is true!
These are great.
Ty agrees.
These are great. Like okay, so that one, if I have to, I'm like, this one would be awesome if we have this as a full-on style. Like you shouldn't. I don't exactly know who that is.
That's a lot of weeks.
Oh, Ty, don't go anywhere. I have to tell you something very important.
Okay.
Don't move.
All right,
This is for me, don't
I'm
worry.
gonna pull this down so we can.
Drop it like it's hot. I love you so
What
much.
is it?
Pose. No, you have to pose and show your muscular muscles.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but here we're gonna try and do something. I didn't fall asleep.
Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh,
Fanny.
you remember when you went to go play the running simulator with Brown?
Yeah.
And I said, Godspeed, and you're like, he just has to push W. He can't mess it up. And I said, it's cute how confident you are. I came down here and his W, A, S, and D keys did not work
At all.
because he messed up and pushed this button and the W at some point in this afternoon. So he was not able to do anything. So yeah, I fixed it though. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
Yikes.
Yikes. Is Wonder's hair in braids? No. That was Butch. That was Butch that ran up the stairs. Here, I'll send you a picture of Butch, KK. He will kill me for sending you this, by the way. Miss Ebony didn't fall asleep because you're far more entertaining than your daddy.
I don't-
I said I'd murder a rat.
I don't understand. Why is everyone out? Why is everyone after me at this point? Like what I do? What I do?
I mean, truthfully, you don't draw Peppa Pig.
I do not draw Peppa Pig.
Legit, you just don't.
That is legit. But the hate.
It's not hate.
Hate.
It's good-natured ribbing.
I want to make Nanny one cookies.
They're in there.
I know.
You want to make them, or you want me to make them for you when you come home from school tomorrow?
I want to have them. I don't really
Oh, I forgot the colors.
how I get them.
He's purple.
His hat's purple, but the L, what is?
Well,
Is
that's
it white?
Purple. Yeah, where the bubble is, it's white.
It's
and
white.
The L is purple, but I didn't get any colors because I'm a lazy kid.
Well, the L itself is
Is
black.
yellow.
Well, in your drawing, it's black.
Yes.
You should draw. I should draw more Peppa Pig.
Yeah. Then maybe I'd comment more.
Oh,
KK, what are your girls like? We did start Pictionary, and then Ty just started telling us what he was drawing ahead of time.
he was just like, screw y'all. I'm gonna do this my way. Sniff, sniff. I smell haters. What would we say? What'd you say? Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig Ninja August. Oh my goodness.
Yes, draw every Peppa Pig character as a ninja.
Interesting.
You should have said that's not funny, and then I can say it's a little bit
It's,
funny.
it's not funny. It's a little bit funny.
Don't we all?
He drew a pregnant Pikachu. Oh, single digit, you jumping on? Or no? Ninja Eevee? Okay.
That's Gen 1 Pikachu. We're deciding if it's pregnant Pikachu or Gen 1 Pikachu. Okay. I do think Pikachu and Peppa Pig make a good couple, though. Why are you coloring that?
Why not?
You left it there for him. What were you working on before?
Scrapbooking. I was putting my damaged, broken pages from my sketchbooks into the big Ninja Empire sketchbook so that I could keep them and throw away all the other stuff that was unnecessary. I'll get back to it in a second, but this drawing just captured my attention. So good.
I'm gonna find that picture and make it my profile picture.
This?
Yeah, not that one that I drew, but Peppa Pig making that face.
Okay.
Ready when you are? Alright, let me tone this down. Tone that music down a little bit. You can barely hear it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
It's
Alright,
single
cool.
digit.
Hello.
He's my best friend still.
He's your best friend?
It's my best friend.
Yeah, he gifted me so.
Wait, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Okay.
Okay. There you go. So what's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, just chilling. Just working on Black Dragon stuff.
Yes. I'm so excited. Oh, I still need to send you that logo, don't I?
Yes, you need to send me the logo.
Okay, hold on. I don't know if I can. Do you just need an image, or do you need it separated? Like.
No, just an image would be good.
Okay.
Anything that's kind of like a pictograph image that you may have, whether it be like, is it just words that says Ninja Empire?
No,
in the
there's
particular font?
Ninja. I mean, you can make it to just have that. That's fine too.
Let me actually share my screen for a quick second here.
Oh my goodness. There it is. What the heck? Ah, okay.
Yeah, because I was gonna put the logo like right here. I don't know if you could see my mouse
Yep.
cursor.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would probably make that pillar just a little thicker so it fits with his, hips.
With his hips.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that he's got this
He's
little
got
itty bitty
some-
pillar and then gigantic hips sticking out of it.
Like that. I may even change the top here.
Okay. Let's see. How high res do you need it?
Doesn't have to be high res because I'm gonna take it in Illustrator myself and vectorize it.
There you go. You see it? No, you're sharing the screen. You probably don't see it.
Yeah, no, I see it. I see it.
Okay. All right. There it goes. All right. So back to this. don't want people. Sorry, so trying to get that, trying to get that toy going. Needs things from me. The soothing. There it is.
What the hell is Tyler drawing? Because I see the Pikachu, see the was that Waluigi,
Yeah.
and someone said something about a bunny, which I'd never heard the character
Danny.
before.
From FNAF Security.
This one.
Security breach.
You
Security.
see it? This one. This one.
Never heard of it.
Five Nights. Isn't it from Five Nights and
Yeah.
Freddy's? Yeah.
That's Brown's girlfriend.
Oh, okay. See, I'm familiar with the property. I've just never played, watched.
You're not
Or-
missing anything.
Okay, good.
It's like no, not really.
Like I know what it is with the whole like the animatronic stuffed animal vibe to it. Like I'm familiar with what it is, just never had an interest in playing it.
Well, I mean, makes sense.
No, it's just that's how much life there is because it's streaming to people.
Is it behind for you now?
No, it's the regular. It's a normal life.
Okay.
It's
No, I
just-
think for me there's a delay with you in the stream.
And then it's not here.
Like I could talk to you just fine, but the stream is like 15 to 30 seconds behind.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it's probably going to be weird for Crystal if you have me on speaker
I
and
do-
she's listening to the stream.
Well, that's why I don't listen to this brand.
That's why I always turn my sound off.
I can hear it very faintly through Brown's headphones, which are turned way up right now.
there you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I tried to add something. It probably detracted from his genius, but I wanted to add something to the Waluigi because it's
Some color.
I want to be part of his greatness too, especially since everyone tried to kick me off my own stream.
Well, you gotta get some of that the Tyler genius rubbing off on you a little bit there.
So
Maybe color the artwork, you understand the process a little bit more.
I tried to get him to get on camera and do videos and stream. He just won't do it.
You are a loser, but you're the kind of loser that everybody will fall in love with.
Yeah,
Like Frasier.
like Frasier.
Wow, that's your go-to is Frasier.
No, but, I mean, that show was terrible, and yet it was so popular.
Oh.
A show that was done before you were a glimmer in your dad's eye.
Okay, we're going there. That's okay. Two tattoos. Okay, it's gonna work out.
It's not you.
What?
Who knows?
I don't know when the last time that hoodie was washed, though. That might be it. I don't know.
No, this one's. Of course, that was one.
Oh, see, now Miss Ebony's going to sleep.
It's just like, I don't know.
I was taking her nap.
Well, what she's saying is that I'm boring, and that's why she's falling asleep.
Oh,
do
tell us
you
about
want me to
your
do?
first day at school
Sing. I
in
want you to sing.
person school.
You don't want me to
We
sing.
don't talk about Bruno. You can be Peppa and I'll be Felix.
I don't think. I mean, that's the best idea I've ever heard in my life. But I don't think that Daddy can.
Okay, then you be Peppa and I'll be.
No. I mean, I think that he can't have that kind of music on his stream.
What if we just sing it then? It's not a problem.
I don't know.
You'd be
When the dog's
surprised.
making noise.
You'd be surprised
So that means I can't sing. We don't talk about that.
because there's no Ninja Empire going on. This is all Ninja Empire stuff.
How's there no Ninja Empire going? This is all Ninja Empire.
There's like
stuff.
all these sketches are Ninja Empire stuff.
I'm guessing these are a lot of the background characters, or some of these your primary characters. as well?
They were primary characters and just sketches that led up to where we are. But you know what? I don't have to do this now because I went and got Butch. So let's go ahead and work on this second page.
How far are you into the second page?
This far.
A blank page far?
Peppa Pig, by the way.
No,
Ah.
it's not a blank page.
Oh, you got something there. Nice.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
Thanks. I'm sorry, what did you say?
You should be drawing Peppa Pigs.
Oh. Peppa Pigs, look. Like I said, I was trying to do something to pass the time until I had to get my wrestling stun. So, we've done that. So now it's time to draw on this page, I guess. Cry about it. So what was that commission for? Like, anyone particular or just someone from MagFest?
No, it was actually some guy from TikTok that
Oh.
got in contact with me about a month ago, somewhere, so I would say right around Christmas time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What they say. Look. I'm drawing, okay?
Like, I had the model done a while ago, but just getting ready for cons and stuff like that took away from working in that.
Right.
When is Farpoint? I forget exactly what date.
You know what?
I got you.
I was like, that's a good question, asking me that offhand. The 28th?
25th,
20
26th, 27th.
25th. There you go.
February, right?
Yep.
February, yep.
Wait. Gives me time.
Just a little bit.
But he's creating scary creatures.
Who, me?
I'm assuming you.
No, I gotta make more stuff.
Oh, you fixed it. That's great. It was kind of tragic that your cats hate you and broke your one of a kind. Well, not one of a kind, but very awesome.
It was a
single-digit
one of a kind.
Sure it was.
Each one is a one of a kind.
Sure.
Is it just me or did your stream go blank? I think your stream went blank.
Did it?
Yeah.
Does I still see the stream?
Yeah, on my screen, it's just a black screen.
Oh, it did go to 0. It seems like. What is going on? Everything is still live and good on mine.
I still see it. I think single digit needs to refresh the screen.
You need to,
Can I
yeah.
refresh? Okay, let me refresh.
It did black out here too, but it caught back up.
Oh, now I see it.
And Miss Ebony was like, "Yeah, he's gone." I'm like,
Ty, Butch, and I still see you.
yeah.
I have to
Yeah, now I see it. You're back.
But I do have to say that Twitch is all like, "You have 0 people."
PK can see you now.
So
Yeah, it says 0 people on my end, but
Yeah.
in the chat, I'm seeing
It says
at
6
least
for me.
like
it says
1,
6
2,
for
3,
you.
4.
And it says 5 for Ty, so it's just weird.
Oh, Twitch.
Yeah, I see there's 14 people in chat. So
And it's like, oh, Twitch. It crashed. I guess, but what crashed? Because my end, I'm looking and it doesn't say that I've dropped any frames on Twitch or on OBS. Twitch is dying. That's what we're gonna say. It's Twitch's fault.
Misses Ty.
Huh?
Twitch misses Ty.
Oh, even Twitch misses time? It's not my fault he doesn't want to stream.
It is.
How is it my fault?
I love that your hair covers up the camera whenever you lean forward to draw.
So for Farpoint,
Does
are you staying the days up there at the hotel, or are you driving back and forth every day?
I'm gonna be driving back and forth.
It's over an hour.
Okay.
That's a long drive.
Was that the Rockville campus?
Huh?
Yeah, the Rockville campus?
Yes.
It's not too bad a drive.
But
Just
no,
go-
no, she's talking about Farpoint.
Oh, I thought you meant like driving to and from campus. And like
No, it's
that's
about
doesn't
35
seem.
to an hour, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Farpoint. No, I did not. I did not try and get a hotel because I'm going to keep driving back and forth.
And also, Farpoint is a 1-day show, right?
No,
No, 3.
3-day show.
Let me look this up now. Where is it?
It might be 2, but it said 3 days on the first one, but now I got the website open. 25, 26, 27.
Nope, that's it. It is.
Yeah, 25th to the 27th. Yeah, you're right.
I think.
Oh, I didn't even have to look that hard. In all caps, it says all weekend, 3-day tickets.
Zip.
I'm done.
Oh, it's Hunt Valley, Maryland. That's nothing.
Zip.
Like I lived in, what was it? It was no, it's not Woodbridge, Manassas, and drove to Hunt Valley every day for 3 years, like for work. So yeah, I think a simple 3-day con would be fine. You don't need a hotel.
Well, I was asking for you.
Android 21. Stupid straight lines.
Android 21 is from Dragon Ball Z. She's actually a made-up character for the fighting game.
Oh, really?
Yep. So she's kind of like she's an android that is fused with Majin Buu. So there's 2 versions of her in the game. So
Really?
one is more of her humanoid android version, and that's which is the latest DLC, and then the original version of herself is a Majin Buu-esque or transformation type character. She's an android.
Huh.
Go Dragon Ball. Weird.
I thought she was always just an android. Nothing fused with anything. Just I am an android.
I think you're thinking Android 16 or Android 18 or who married Trunks.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Different
Android 21
numbers.
is she different.
Okay. Got it. Clearly, I don't have my Dragon Ball Z lore.
You need to catch up on that, man.
I know.
No, stop slacking.
And she sends you a photo of what she looks like in the game. So that's her Majin Buu version, and then
Okay.
her human version. The image
Normal form, skip. I can beat you
is
to it.
that.
Oh, what? Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, she's like a scientist with a lab coat. It's weird. Weird stuff.
Skip with some links for
I
us.
know, skip was quick.
16 is deleted apparently.
Is deleted. Okay.
Yeah, 16 got blown up and then his head got stepped on.
And his head got stepped on.
Yeah, by Cell. That's how Gohan got Super Saiyan 2. It's because he was mad that an android's head got stepped on.
Okay. Clearly, I am very far
You,
behind.
you need to get caught up on Dragon Ball.
Jeez.
I mean, their next series is about to start pretty soon. I think it's called Dragon Ball Super Heroes. So it continues after Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, I was told that I need to watch that.
You need to watch Super. You absolutely do. Well, I would say no. Just watch the Tournament of Power, which is the last arc of Super, and I would say the Trunks arc as well.
Cool.
Just because they have Goku Black in that one, which is kind of cool.
Superheroes is a movie.
Okay, I have to go break up the finance upstairs because I know work is not working.
You only need BB Super Broly. Okay. That's really... The rest is kind of garbo. Okay. I think the rest is kind of garbage.
Dude, I like the Tournament of Power arc. It's fun.
Okay, so...
I will agree with Skip though. The Broly movie it's hands down the best Dragon Ball movie, or Dragon Ball Z as Super movie.
Okay. It's like, oh, okay.
Which you might be watching sooner than you think.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Finally, we'll be able to get to watch the
You didn't hear this from me in such a public fashion.
Well, no, he mentioned that before though. Like 2 months ago, he's like, you know what? This is where I went. This is probably what we're gonna watch. Because I remember going, I haven't watched that movie.
Yep, because I think your stipulation it needed to be based on the cartoon that aired in the 80s, or yes, that aired in the 80s, and the movie had to have been made within the last 10 years.
Right.
Which Super Broly falls within both categories.
Well then, it's like, see, it's all good.
Also, do not look up Android 21 with safe search turned off.
Oh. It's like, oh.
That's what I did when I sent you both pictures, and I was like, I'm looking at my screen again. I was like, I am regretting this.
Wow. Okay, see, that's too much. Like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, purple, yellow, green, orange hair. I'm like, come on, guys, can we?
No, it's if you break it down, it makes sense. He's Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. So he's Super Saiyan God mode, and then in God mode, think of that as a reset to his new base form. And then in Super Saiyan God, he can go Super Saiyan, which turns his hair blue. And Super Saiyan God is red. His hair is base form, looks like regular Goku, just red, or at least a reddish hue to it. So it's a lot of Super Saiyans in there, but it's really just like 7 transformations.
Anything that's not Broly movies, Garbo. My thing is, I'm like, look, you can't call, like, I mean, obviously you can, but I just don't believe that you should call something like God mode and then be like, oh, by the way, there's beyond that. And like, here's God mode. Oh, but then there's Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan, God Saiyan, Super.
You have not seen any animes, have you? Because everyone goes God mode and then beyond God mode and everything.
It's probably why I stopped watching. Because I'm like, okay, I understand, like, you know, the Saiyan and the Super Saiyan and then stuff like, I'm like, okay. And I heard, they're like, oh yeah, you went God mode. I'm like, okay, well then this is it, you know. Goku is now it, right?
Yeah.
Like that's it. And then he's like, oh, by the way, I can go even more Super Saiyan. It's like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
and then beyond the Super Saiyan God mode, there's Ultra Instinct, which he has regular Ultra Instinct, and then there's Ultra Instinct Mastered. So it's even beyond God mode and God mode.
See, and nobody has I have a problem with that.
I think at this point he can punch universes out of existence, and there's there's multiple universes. Like they fight on galaxies Gurren Lagann style at this point.
Yeah, nope. See, I'm like, no. And all in all, my boy Vegeta is always going to be treated like garbage.
Nope, he's got a new transformation too, which is the fan base is calling it Ultra Ego mode, where his hair turns purple. Like, I kid you not, it's purple.
Uh-huh.
And he's protecting their, again, not 100% sure, but he's supposed to be tapping into God of Destruction power and going Super Saiyan from that.
Uh-huh. And then he gets, you know, punk slapped by...
No, he absolutely does. He shows up and he's like, I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. I'm super all. Look at my new awesome power. And then he gets flicked away easily.
Yeah. Like I said, they just keep doing my boy super wrong. Like,
yep.
even in Gold, like in Gold, was it Frieza?
Mm-hmm.
Where he showed up, like he showed up and completely owned Frieza, and it was like, yup. And then it was Goku that distracted him, and then they're like, we got to turn back time so that I can save him. I was like, really? You can't, like, one movie, one series, you can't just let him be
Vegeta will never get to shine.
The
Ever.
guy, just once,
Ever.
you know, like just once, let him have it.
It's all about Goku because he needs to die and then go to heaven and get stronger and get a new God mode.
But see, that's the thing. I'm like, wait a minute, you died. He didn't die. You died, but he didn't die.
So I think Goku has died more than any other character in that series and keeps coming back stronger than before.
Right. Well, you know, all that King Kai, you know, practice and fighting and I guess stuff But
King Kai is low tier god at this point. There's more gods beyond King Kai that he's had to train with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like the Supreme Kai. He's at that level. Then you have the God of Destruction with Beerus, and then training with Whis, who is basically an angel. Yeah, no, there's a lot of that.
See, and what? You know, and I'm like, okay, so Goku's the only one who gets to have love like that? I'm like, come on.
Well, Vegeta does train at those higher levels with Goku, but he never achieves the same level of strength as Goku. Or at least he'll get close, and then he'll either surpass for like a minute, and then gets flicked in the wrist and told to stop doing that.
Product is line is showing. Piccolo and Krillin were wise enough to just stop fighting.
Yeah, no, they were.
It's just to see what other manga have learned from DBZ progression. My thing is this, right? Why couldn't you have it so that Vegeta and Goku, you know, they're the yin and yang, right? And so when they touched on that when he was when they were trying to go Super Saiyan for the first time, right? And it was like you have to be pure of heart in order to become a Super Saiyan, right?
Yeah.
And Vegeta couldn't do it because he was trying to be like Goku. And so he could not do it. And then he realized he was a bad guy. And then he was pure heart of evil. Or something to that nature. And then he became Super Saiyan, right? Why?
Well, he became Super Saiyan because a frog jumped on his face or something stupid like that.
Yeah, but it was stupid. But he got super pissed and then tapped into his pissedness, and you know.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the reason why he can do it is because he's pure evil. And you're like, all right, cool. So why not have? Oh, I know there's nothing that Vegeta can do that Goku didn't do first. But what I'm saying is, why not you have Goku be able to do all these things on the good side, and then you have Vegeta being able to do all that on the bad side.
Tapping into at least the opposite frequency of energy.
And so you're like, and that's how you can give Vegeta his moment, right? Because Goku was so good, and there's this person he couldn't defeat, and then it's like, I can't beat this guy, and then, you know, Vegeta goes, oh, well, I can get super pissed and evil and tap into the god of death and destruction, and I'll wipe the floor with him.
Like what Skip said, that is tied to their biology, because they proved, or at least in canon, it said that Trunks and Broly both don't tap into the good side. They tap into more of the Ozaru, which is the monkey ape rage side of Saiyans, which is like, why didn't you just do that with Vegeta to begin with? Like, he was the one to show that he mastered the monkey transformation. He was always angry, have him tap into the rage, and all of Broly's powers are basically what Vegeta does, where the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets.
Right. You know, I'm like, come on.
That could have been Vegeta's thing, you know, and which would make sense why his son is able to do that, because Trunks' whole power now, at least in Super, is that's more or less what he's tapping into, is the rage side of Saiyan biology, and which is what Broly does. Which is why Broly's hair when he's Super Saiyan is more of a greenish hue as opposed to yellow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't do continuity.
Yeah, nope, they don't.
Don't do continuity. See, but that's the thing that, like, what I hope to be able to do with this, even if it's like long standing and we get smaller series and stuff, maybe get some other artists to do some drawings and all that kind, some books and whatnot, I would want it to have continuity that we follow, right? Even if there's another writer who would come in, it'd be like, no, that wouldn't happen because we've already established this, and this, right?
I know Dragon Ball Super, most of that, at least the manga, most of that was written by someone else, with Toriyama coming in and being a heavy consultant on. I think it was the guy's name was like Toyotaro. I think was doing a lot of the art as well as contributing to a lot of the story. I know definitely Toriyama did write a huge majority of Super, but a lot of it was kind of spearheaded by someone else.
Okay. But I'm just saying, you see all kinds of series where someone else comes in, right? And they're like, all right, we're gonna bring in a different writer or a writing team and whatnot, and then they didn't they didn't watch the show, they didn't read the books, they don't know anything, but they're coming into a continuity, and then it's just like, oh, they can't do. I already wrote it. I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, the thing is, in Japan, they don't have a history of doing that with mangas.
Right.
Like when a title and an IP is created over there, it generally stays with the original creator and at least the original team. Whereas here in America, yes, Batman is written by lots of people over the years, drawn and illustrated by lots of people over the years. Whereas in Japan, it's usually one guy working on the same thing and the same property for 30, 40 plus years. Yeah.
Like,
so they do have that, but there's not a history of incoming new writers and new teams coming in for the same property. Like it's rare over there. So which is why you do see a lot of these stories eventually get stale and go nowhere. Like your Dragon Balls, your Bleach, your One Piece, like a lot of these long running stories, because the same guy's writing it over and over again, and he gets tired, and you could see that in the storytelling.
Eventually you need some type of new blood, which is fine, but I don't know, it seems like there could have been different ways, and it was long enough standing to where you could have been like, hey, we can make this happen. Goku can still be the all-powerful, all this good guy, and then Vegeta could be the all-powerful bad guy, right? And give it different powers, so you call it something else, right? Yep. So you have Super Saiyan, right? They were both able to do that, and that's fine, right? But just like you said that the fans are calling it alter ego, so he has Ultra Instinct, and then someone else has you know what I mean? It's like, and they have Ultra something else, and you just call it something different. That would be, it's like, oh, this power, is he gonna use this? Like they used to use different spells. I don't know what the hell they call it. They're not spells, magic powers, fighting abilities. I don't know, but
there's a lot.
It's like, but if you were like, hey, this is Ultra. You got Ultra Instinct, and then I don't know, Ultra Fireball, right? And they're different forms, but they do different things, but they have roughly the same power, if that would make sense. Yeah. So, but then it's different. You're just like, oh, well, this person is clearly Vegeta would be better suited to fight this person because of this, that, and the other thing. Just like
like have villains catered to be for someone else as opposed to just Goku coming in and saving the day. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Like, I mean, they try to do that with Cell and Gohan, where Cell was supposed to be the bad guy that Gohan finally takes down, and
but it wasn't necessarily that he could do something different. It was just he was stronger than Goku was,
and everybody else, exactly. And I know that Makeiji bringing up One Piece. Like, One Piece is a good example. Sure, that just anime has over 1,000 episodes.
Whoa, really?
10 of those are based on the manga, which are all written by the same dude.
1,000? Goodness.
There's over 1,000 episodes of this animated TV show, most of which is written and based on a story from one guy.
Like I said 3 paragraphs ago, DBZ's problem is that everyone taps into the same power source, and movesets and power scaling is tied to the same ability. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's only now that they're trying to kind of diverge that a little bit, but even then, it's a little too late, kind of thing. Like, you're so deep into the history of Dragon Ball Z, you can't wait till the 40th year of this property existing to now say, oh, this person can tap into Rage, Saiyans. This person is a good Saiyan. This person is Super Monkey, and it's a little too late for that.
But like you notice that in One Piece, Luffy's power set is completely different than Zoro's, is completely different than Sanji's. Yeah, I mean that's cool. I think that's cool, and it allows you to kind of cater towards having more. Like, it's gonna be like a D&D session, right? Like, you need your healer, you need your wizard, you need your archer, because you can't. It's like, oh well, I have this knight and he's invincible. And it's like, yeah, but if you go down there, you will die, right? It's like your armor is still gonna kill you, but The archer here, we can shoot him in the eyeball with an arrow, and we can avoid this whole situation, right?
Yeah, I would say the one thing that One Piece does that's similar to what Naruto does, which trumps Dragon Ball, is the fact of, like, like Skip said, of having different people's power sets be based on different things, is that those two properties are able to introduce more characters that are on either the same level or just beneath or just higher than your main protagonist. So you're constantly getting newer characters, whereas with Dragon Ball, your core cast have always been the same people.
Right.
They're not introducing as many new characters, and then those they do introduce are gone very quickly, whereas One Piece, Naruto, those characters do tend to stay around and hang around a little bit longer, and you do have arcs focusing on other characters,
Right.
that's not Goku or named Gohan.
Right. And I think that would make the show a little bit more interesting, because I do Dragon Ball was one of the first anime that my dad and I watched,
Yep.
and so it's like, oh, this is going to be amazing, right? And yet it did kind of, at one point, you're just like, I'm watching the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball is the godfather of hype anime.
Right.
It's really what it is.
And there was just too many episodes of him, of everyone just being constipated.
Screaming, powering up.
Yeah, trying to get that out, and I'm just like, dude, this is insane. Why am I still watching him in the air screaming? Somebody shoot him, do it now.
They over time get past a lot of that stuff.
Yeah,
but no, I could see how it's very much a chore to get through a lot of those early Dragon Ball Z episodes, and
I mean that's where I watched, that's where I was, and I know that a lot of people were like, oh, well, what they've done with this is they've taken out all the filler episodes, the ones where they were waiting for the manga to keep going.
Yeah, where Piccolo and Goku are learning how to drive,
right,
and getting their driver's license. Those episodes.
What is this garbage? And it's like, well, see, the manga isn't any further, so they're just putting in filler episodes, But I don't know. I do appreciate I think that's why I really like the new He-Man, right? Because it was like, here are all these other characters who are integral to the Masters of the Universe lore, and now they're getting attention. Even the bad guys, they're like, oh, well, here's this person who's important, and then you learn about some of these characters, and you're like, oh my goodness, they would be awesome, and then it's like, holy crap, they are awesome.
Yeah, take it as from someone who did not grow up watching He-Man. I will say, Revelations, whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Beastman was probably one of my favorite characters in that.
Cool.
I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is a guy who in the cartoons was probably around a lot, one of your generic bad guys,
yep.
Maybe a Goldar or something like that, but
right.
Probably no major focus and story plots on him.
No.
But in just this short 10 episodes, I'm like, this dude's amazing.
Right.
He's awesome.
I mean, there was so much there, and I loved that. And I was just like, and I know how so many people were pissed off that there wasn't enough He-Man, and they focused on Tila. And I was like, really? It's so much better than Brute Man punching things.
Yep.
I was like,
I mean, as cool as that was in the later half of the season, when he finally does get to He-Man punch stuff, like that scene was awesome.
Right, it was. But I think if the whole show was just based on that, it would have been like, I've seen this.
It would have been an episode. It would have been just Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Just a lot of hype fights for no reason.
But it would have been like, wait a minute, I watched this in the 80s. When I was a kid, I watched this, where he came in and he was the only thing that could save anything.
Yep.
And as a child, it was like, all right, that's cool. I'm like, yeah, sure. As someone who looks at more story and stuff like that, it's like, all right, can we get something else?
Story.
Like
some more story.
Can we get something, right? And I really do, as much hate that it has gotten, I really think that it was actually really well done.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good show. Like, I enjoyed it.
Immediately unique in our flying. Dodges and light grenades are used. Contrasting again with One Piece, Luffy punches you with cartoon physics or slashes you, set you on fire and kick me. Yeah, I mean, and that's cool. The new He-Man, yeah, it's on Netflix. How you hit and get hit changes the fight dynamics. Everyone gets those nice little like super hits with like and all the little, little explosions and fast movements, which was a cool technique. I'm like, this is really cool. I like how they're trying, but I've seen everyone do it. It's not as interesting. That's why, honestly, I loved Boo, like Fat Boo, who was a child, all right, and he turned.
My favorite was Kid Boo.
Kid Boo was just evil. Like I loved him for that, but Fat Boo did something different. He was so dangerous.
Was like a toddler,
but he didn't need to fight you. Right? Like, he turned people into candy and ate them. And you're like, whoa, what? And honestly, he's like, I don't know why you're mad at me. Right? Like, it just seemed as though he was like, I don't understand why you're mad at me. It was such an interesting dynamic.
He just had to get over it. He kind of...
What's that?
He just had always like a get over it kind of...
Yeah, he's like, I don't understand. But, that was so different than the Piccolo fights. And everything else, it was just like, meh. It gets old after a while.
Yeah, I hear you.
But the only thing that I really wish we could do, because I was talking to my students today, and I was like, how many of you have seen Encanto? Right? And I know that it's on Disney Plus, not everyone has it. And that's fine if someone were like, I haven't seen it. I had people tell me, they're like, what is that? And I was like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, what is that? I don't know what that is. And I'm like, what? And then I was like, what's your major? Because that has something to do with it. And I'm like, because I have animators, graphic designers, illustrators, and some random people who do things who are there as well. So I was like, all right, well, let me ask, before I cast judgment, let me ask what it is you plan on doing with the rest of your life. And, hey, Mandala, welcome back. And he goes, oh, I'm an animator. I'm like, you have to know what this is.
Yeah, especially if you're like, I can understand if you're different discipline of art, that's fine. If you're an animator, that's something you probably want to be appraised.
It's like, and I was like, this is your industry. You don't have to like it.
But you need to know about it.
But you need to know about it. And you need to know why people are going, hey, this is such a good show. And what I really wish we could do is take these shows that are super popular and actually like dissect and talk about them, like we did with One Piece and DBZ and, like we did just right now. But I don't think that's really happening in places where our future storytellers can do that. Or if they're
not paying attention.
Well, there's that. But I was just about to say. But then again, I don't know if they are ready. Like a lot of people are ready for something like that. But if we could be like, hey, let's talk about this. Why was this important? Why is One Piece better than DBZ, or vice versa, or Naruto, or like what makes these better? Then you could actually have the future look even brighter.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, we will talk about it. Like certain professors will be like, all right, we need to talk about this. Why was this so good and stuff like that? But for the students to actually have like an analysis, like who's going to have an analysis of, DBZ? Like not many people will have something like that in their curriculum. It's one thing when the professor's like, we need to talk about this. But I mean, actually in the curriculum where students are meant to study. You know what I mean?
I was going to ask, I think a good exercise you can probably do, I don't know if this is something you already do with your students, is to ask them what it is, what's their favorite, whether it be comic book or TV show or animated show, and ask them, what it is about those shows they like and basically see what their response is or what it is that sticks with them.
Right. Right.
You know, have them do an analytical breakdown of the shows that they like the most and just to see what their response is on that.
True. But most of them, I have done things like, what do you like? You know, why do you like it? What makes it better than the other things that out there? And they're just like, I don't know, I just like it. So I'm stuck with trying to build their critique skills before we can even get to let's break this down for storytelling purposes and stuff like that. Because I still have so many students who will be like, I like it. And I'm like, okay, well, why do you like it?
It's cool.
I'm like, I don't know, I just like it. And you're like, I'm back and you guys are talking about shitty anime again. Also, there's an issue that I have to teach something, and I don't always have the time. And yeah, I mean that it's a good show, right? Except Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno. We do not.
No.
Something. What makes Dragon Ball Z? What makes Dragon Ball so much different than Dragon Ball Z? I mean, the thing is that he's growing to be a fighter. You know what I mean? He's not a god.
Character development is the basic, simple core line. Like Dragon Ball had a lot better character development. You cared more about the characters. Dragon Ball Z is just a big slugfest, whereas Dragon Ball comes across more as almost a character piece where you understand the motivation, the driving motives for every single character.
Right.
And he has a skipper wing. Z is a name change. Yep.
But yeah, I agree because there was a lot of shows in Dragon Ball that had nothing to do with fighting.
Yes, most of Dragon Ball. I mean, up until towards the end when they started doing the tournaments, it was mostly just Goku, Bulma, Yamcha, and Oolong. Like that's really it.
And they were mostly trying to find the Dragon Balls.
Yep.
That was it. I thought those were. I mean, I really thought those were fun. You know, those episodes were pretty fun. So, those were really fun. Yeah. All right, we're. Wait, what's our duration? Oh man, my duration got reset. I guess Twitch did die.
T-30.
T-30. Holy crud! And you know what? We're gonna run this ad then, since we've already spent that much time.
So you definitely did die because I'm guessing your time reset.
Yeah, my time says we've only been streaming for 35 minutes. So.
Oh, Mandala, you should watch some Dragon Ball stuff. You would very much enjoy it.
Oops. Some faux sense in there. We'll run that through. Try and make some faux sense. Gotta make that money.
That's right.
Watch any of the Dragon Ball stuff? You know, I don't know if. And see, and that's a big thing. I don't know if it's
I say watch it. If you like anime, watch it.
Yeah, I mean, if you like anime, yeah.
Like if you're in the mood for something, or at least nostalgic, definitely. Like again, don't expect Dragon Ball Z levels of animation and fight scenes and things like that. But if you go into it thinking, I'm here for the characters, I'm here for the story as opposed to the action sequences, then yeah, you'll enjoy it.
It's definitely it's lighthearted. I think is probably the best way to describe Dragon Ball versus Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball is definitely lighthearted, right? Because he's definitely a kid, you know, and he's an alien kid, no less. You know, like
I think he's like age 10, and by the time he's done, I think by the end of it, he's like 15, 16, somewhere around there. So it does span a long period of time.
Right. But yeah, I think because, I mean, when he was getting to know Bulma, right, like, he didn't know pretty much what a woman was.
Nope. When he first met her, yeah. Nope. No, so I'd never seen one before.
So it's like, he not only is a child, but he was literally like an alien child.
Fish out of water. The ultimate fish out of water story.
So, but it was definitely lighthearted. And then you know what? Like the person who wrote that understood children, because they would do things that you're just like, what are you doing? It's like, what? And they would just react. They're like, oh, I'm gonna do this because it makes sense. And you're like, no, you can't do that. And they're like, what? I don't understand. Why not? All right. And you try and be mad at them. Like, because I remember
Then
watching
you realize
episodes
these
where
reactions to stuff is how a kid would react to something.
right. And I was like, oh man, it was like Bulma's pretty pissed. And then it's like, but you can't be mad at the child. So I thought it like you said, it was a good character piece. Good character piece.
One thing I will say, I think Super Saiyan was both the best thing and worst thing to happen to Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. I'm listening.
Just like in terms of like getting, it was the hump that show needed to reach a global audience. Essentially, like
Yep.
everyone remembers, like, dude, that first time Goku goes Super Saiyan, like that was the coolest thing ever, and led to the
Right.
coolest fight. And then the rest of the show, you realize once they did Super Saiyan, power scaling meant nothing at that point.
Right.
Because before then, it was always, there was a number attached to power scaling. This person has a power of 9,000. This person has a
Right.
power of 20, 30,000. When Super Saiyan hit,
It
it
didn't-
meant nothing from that point on.
Right. Mandala's eating great food again. We all need to live through Mandala and his culinary exploits. It gives you a case study worthy content. Saiyan through Cell Saga, you can skip Boo and Super. I recommend Bulma through Piccolo Jr. Super psychological in a way. There's Android Cell Saga. The King of Blood. I mean improvisation. It's a good ending to the series. The midpoint, not so much. It meant nothing in general, yeah.
Yeah, no, they definitely meant nothing in general.
Prove how meaningless power scaling was. And manipulate the scale, yeah. Not just in terms of exploding them. The Food of Kings, it sounds good. Because hiding your power level made you invisible to peeps who relied on them. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was interesting, right? And it gave us one of the best memes ever.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, I'm okay with it. But yeah, the power thing was just funny when they used it as insults to like Mr. Satan and stuff. It's like, oh,
Yeah, because after Super Saiyan, it meant nothing.
right.
Like,
oh.
none of that meant anything anymore.
I did find that hilarious though. When they were just being mean. They're like, oh, this person has a level of like 2. They're useless.
It also
Kill
came
them.
across as racist at certain points of like, ooh, ow.
Yeah. It's like, oh, killed them. It means nothing. Because Krillin and Gohan kept sneaking around and stealing Dragon Balls from Vegeta. God. Supposed to sneak around too. Eh. Too bad. Yeah, and I don't know if the idea of the Dragon Ball was good. Maybe in,
It's a plot MacGuffin.
yeah. I was like, maybe in actual Dragon Ball, right? Because it was really lighthearted and they weren't like constantly bringing people back to life.
Yeah, I believe in Dragon Ball, it was more an ends to a means, because the reason they were going about it is that each of the characters had a wish they wanted, whereas, like with Goku, it was to bring back his grandfather.
Right.
With, Bulma, whatever the hell, I think it was to get a boyfriend, whatever her wish was, and yeah, and then eventually it just became a plot device of, oh, we could never kill off a character ever again.
Right.
So people could just die. And then they try to put limitations on it. Oh, you can only be wished once, only be wished back from death once. And blah blah blah. Yeah, how many times has Goku died? How many times?
Right. Well,
has
then it was
died?
like, oh, well, there's other Dragon Balls.
There's there's Namekian Dragon Balls. There's Universal Dragon Balls. There's different, so it's like, ugh.
Insto cop out at that point. You're just like, oh, come on, like don't do that. Like, don't do that, man. I did find that hilarious when it was just like, oh no, well, look, there's this other person. Yeah, we know it's tied to like Piccolo and all them people, but look, we found more of them. You're just like,
It's like, do we really need to find more of them? Different ones?
it's like, come on. It's just, that they ran out of ideas at that point, Just like, come on. Just to, and it's one of those ones where you're like, just let them die. Create new characters or something,
That's what they were going to do with the Boo saga, was that Gohan was going to take over and become the main character, but then people just hated him as a character in Great Super Saiyan Man that they were like, nope, bring Goku back.
Okay, well, Super Saiyan Man was pretty stupid.
He was very dumb.
I mean, that's just all there is to that. Super Saiyan Man was pretty stupid. I think that if he would have, because he could have been a superhero, but not a stupid one.
Yeah, he was very dumb.
And that
it was a bumbling superhero, which means it's like, dude, you took out Cell. Like, you're not a bumbling idiot.
Right. It's like, you're the most powerful person on this planet, and you're tripping over, your shoelaces. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I know it was looking at UKG in the chat saying that making Goku into an alien character kind of sucked. I kind of actually liked that because it was a different take on Superman's origin story.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they're tying in a lot of Japanese and Chinese mythology with the monkey, because he's basically the Monkey King. That's who Goku is.
Right.
The monkey.
Right.
Storyline just redone for modern age, but yeah, like I kind of was okay with it. Like, making him an alien is kind of cool. It gives you more room to expand and future story opportunities that you could tell us. Because if he was human, a lot of the stuff he's done throughout the series would make zero sense.
Right. And with that, you have the ability to bring in more people who hate. Like, it would be cool if someone came in as a hunter to him, like, you're the bad guy, and everyone's like, no, he's such a good guy, and no matter what, he's after him as the bad guy, right?
Yeah,
because
Saiyans were known to be the
right.
the Vikings of the
right.
the universe.
And I mean, that would be an interesting thing too, right? Because Goku would then start feeling as though,
I was going to say Granola did that, because that's kind of what Granola is. He's kind of a space cop. Think of him as kind of, I'm not going to say Green Lantern Corps, but yeah, like space cops.
okay,
and
who the heck is
Saiyans are known to.
Is that the white, the white bald guy? Is that,
white
like,
bald guy?
No nose?
No, I think you're thinking Jiren. Granola's different.
Who the heck is Granola? I'm like,
he's a guy with green hair
manga
and like an eye patch. Yeah, he's got like green hair and an eye patch.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know Granola. I'm sorry. I was like, I hadn't even heard that name, and normally I know most of the characters, but
Granola is more within the last like 4 or 5 years that he was created as a character.
Okay. But see, Space Cop is not necessarily where I would have went. Like, I would have went for someone who is hunting Saiyans because of the atrocities that they have done over time.
More of a thing. Bounty hunter is really what he is.
Oh, he's a bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that would be interesting if it was just like, nope, there's nothing you can do or say that's going to make me believe that you're the good guy. And they're just always fighting.
Yep. And that's definitely Granola, because his planet and his race were killed by Saiyans, and then he became a bounty hunter for hire. And yeah, Saiyans are, regardless of how pure of heart you are, he's not going to look at you in the right light.
Okay. From Dragon Ball Super manga, you can ignore it. Man, Skip is on a tirade today.
Skip is on a hateful tirade today.
You can skip that. That was garbage. This is garbage. It's like,
look,
ouch. Okay.
Turles, I'll agree with Skip was garbage. Okay, like Turles was garbage.
Wait, who? Okay, see, once again, I'm like, who the heck is that? Like, who in the world is that? I don't know.
Like he's, I want to say he's from one of the. Well, Goku Black is based on Turles. It's kind of a reimagining of Turles. I think Turles is from one of the movies, the Tree of Might.
Turles is evil Goku from the Tree of Might movie.
Tree of Might, yeah.
Okay.
He's basically Black Goku, just without the fusing of a higher supreme god.
Okay. Goku Black is also Garbo.
Well, skip, stop, don't shoot. This man is black, because that is an actual line from the anime.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. So Trunks is in the battlefield with Goku Black, and then Goku is there, and the cops show up, and they're trying to shoot Goku instead of Goku Black, and Trunks turns around to the cops and goes, "Stop! Don't shoot. This man is not black."
Oh my goodness. Like, nope.
I was just thinking, you know what?
Win.
Slow clap, and I gotta give it up to him. Slow clap.
Can't win. That's it. You just cannot win.
I know there's like clips of that on YouTube and stuff like that too. Where it's like, wow, like that is taking Japanese translation just completely out of context, and then just not even bothering, just dubbing that in English like that.
To bring in evil god Punk, the fighters, they had to bring in Goku Black instead. Oh man, good stuff. So
I'm gonna send you this. It's like 27 seconds of the video, and you'll see the scene.
Okay, well, I'll watch it when I can.
Yeah,
because
funny.
they'll shut me down. So I don't know if Enrique's still in the chat, but what is going on with him, like uploading entire like books in a week?
He's uploading sketchbooks in a week, like
what is
I feel bad for putting up 4 images, and he's just here like, here's my entire sketchbook.
I'm like, come on now, what are you doing? And then it's bad when you're like, oh, I feel good. Look at the amount of work that I put in. And then he's like, oh yeah, well I've drawn finished pages, 18 of them. They're in full color. I started them yesterday.
Like, well, they're just sketches. Like, no, you ink those, you're done. Like,
yeah, if you do a Hernandez and just go ahead and now ink these, you're gonna be done. Some interesting characters that deserve their own series. I don't know. It's
like who? Like, who would you say deserves their own series? Because I don't see who would in Super.
All I know is that Skip's pretty much saying that it's all garbage.
Skip's just hating.
Like,
he doesn't appreciate the finer writing and
like
Dragon Ball Super and the grand story it's trying to tell.
Like, it's garbage. Oh, you don't have to watch. You don't have to watch that one either. It's also garbage. Oh, you know that movie that they were just talking about? Also garbage.
the perhaps best Dragon Ball movie ever done. Oh, garbage.
Garbage. Or he'll be like, yeah, you know what? I guess I can admit that was not bad.
That movie took Broly from being my most hated Dragon Ball character ever to becoming probably my favorite Dragon Ball character ever. Like,
wow.
Yeah, like it completely 360 or at least 180 turned me on Broly, because I hated the original Broly movie like with a passion.
Really?
Of how incredibly dumb the character was. Like, he's incredibly dumb. Like, his entire motivation was that Goku cried for 3 hours when he was a baby in the infant ICU. That was the only reason he hated Goku, was that he remembered Goku crying when they were babies.
Okay, that is pretty stupid.
It's the dumbest story I have ever seen. And that was his motivation and trigger to become this uber massive god powered being because Goku cried.
Wow, wait, that was it?
No, I kid you not. That was his storyline.
He was like, I'm a soldier.
That's why he
hate you. And
you cried
He
for
cried too
for
much.
however many hours. Yes, you cried too much as a baby when we were in the ICU because we were born relatively around the same day and put in the same ward, and you cried a lot. That was it. And somehow remembered Goku's name for some reason.
No, Alex.
Because Kakarot was the trigger to trigger him.
Mandala, I see your comment. Alex Toth, his stuff was great. He was able to do
Alex Toth?
Alex Toth, yeah. The blacks and the simplicity that he would use tell so much of a story that, him going from animation to comics to back to animation, and being able to go, hey, these are all the lines you need. Like, he made weird angles for like calves and fingers, and you're like, how in the world did you make that work? I remember.
I'm just looking at his work now. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I remember I was studying him for a little bit, and I would literally look at pages and go, wait a minute, that's literally just a line that goes like this. How does that work? I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how does that work? And then trying to draw it, and then, drawing it myself, and then going, I don't understand.
I'm guessing he was more from like what, the 50s and 60s?
He created Space Ghost.
Okay, so we're probably talking 50s and 60s. Because I was just looking at his work, I'm like, this has a very vintage feel to it. And like, really good. Like, this is probably some of the best vintage looking or golden age comic type stuff that I've really ever seen.
Yeah, he was
like no color, just all blacks and whites.
All
it's
black
really
and white.
Good.
Yeah. See the parallels between how he plotted people in his initiatives. Aldorn, yeah. A lot of people learned from him, and a lot of people were influenced from him that won't, they're like, I had no idea, right? Because of the things that they watched, like me, right? Like, I had no idea. When I went to SCAD and got my first portfolio review done by Scott Hampton, he looked at what I was drawing and he's like, oh man, your use of these heavy blacks really reminds me of Alex Toth. And I was like, who is that? I have no idea. And he's like, you should look him up. And I was like, okay. And I did. And then it was like, wait a minute, I've been watching his cartoons, like, so he was the character designer for like the Herculoids.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Herculoids, Space Ghost, Birdman.
Makes a lot of sense.
The Superman and the Justice Friends or something like that. I forgot what it was called. He designed the Wonder Twins. So Thundar the Barbarian, so he created a lot of the look for the things that we've watched.
Early Barbarian stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, I was like, these are the things, like, I watched this with my dad.
Yeah, I watched a lot of that stuff, like Thunder the Barbarian, Space Ghost, Herculoids.
And so I didn't even know, like, I had no idea how much I was influenced by his work. I had no clue until I was told, and then from that moment on, I was like, I've got books from him. I've been trying to pick up as much as possible from his simplicity, right? Of how he was just able to make things look amazing with the least amount of lines.
Super won that battle royale, like flawless victory.
Who did?
Me.
You did? Oh man, I didn't even notice that it happened.
Like almost flawless victory.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, in that case, hold on. Yep, it's coming.
No, it's not rigged at all.
Rigged. Super rigged.
What's that? That's that 4 in a row now.
Super rigged. Y'all are cheating. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, you guys finally went back to training because
We did.
for a
We
while
did.
you were losing.
We were getting stomped before. Like we were the first 2 to go out before.
Yep. They went and did some training. Now they're like, haha, we're back. They're done training with King Kai.
We went and trained in the hyperbolic time chamber. We got a year's worth of training in 24 hours.
Right. I was like, oh, it's not fair. Once again, you're cheating.
That's not cheating. That's legit. Dude, I'm really digging a lot of this Alex Toth stuff.
Yeah. It's great. I got some books if you want to look at them.
Absolutely.
From animation to character design to his comic work. I've got pretty much all the books that, dealt with the dissection of what he did. Who do you think would fit? Vegeta. It's like Vegeta. I mean that's kind of a that's kind of a rigged question because Vegeta's my boy, so he'd be the first person I would invite.
Trunks has always been my favorite because teenage edgelord.
Fair.
Like he came out when I was a teenager and he was the coolest character ever. So
Well, he owned Frieza. That was messed up. Everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, we're having such a hard time." And when he came back and he was like, "Oh, hey, you suck. Let me cut you up and then blow you up. Get out of my way."
Like I just always wish they had done more with the character and just featured him a lot more. But he was one of those where I was like, as much as I like the character, in retrospect, I'm glad he wasn't a feature character.
Yeah, they definitely just dropped him. Like,
no, he came out of nowhere.
This was one of those handful of animators that was mostly outside of the Disney circle. Yeah, that's why I think many people don't realize who he is. Yeah, no, I agree, 100%. That's true. He wasn't necessarily an animator, but he worked in animation. He did a lot of animation, character design, storyboards, stuff like that. Quietly being phased out.
Yeah.
This stream was Dragon Ball Z heated conversation. And yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah, and Skip, we don't talk about the movie where Trunks got a sword. Doesn't exist.
Oh?
That was great. I think it was movie 13 where they explained how he got a sword.
I just assumed he, kind of like bought it. It's just a sword.
No, it was bestowed upon him by somebody.
Isn't it just a sword, though?
Nope. It's
a special sword.
It's one of those, like, when he gets it, you're thinking this is one of those rare weapons in the universe, blah, blah, blah. No, it turns out to just be a sword.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Isn't it just a sword?
There's never any extra power to it, but the way he gets it, they make a big song and dance about it, but turns out it's just a sword.
Yep. That's what I thought. And I was like, I thought it was...
But they do interesting stuff with it in Super, where he's able to channel his ki through the sword and make it bigger, so it's now like a buster sword, and he can slash energy with. He does stuff with it. And he finally is able to use it in Super a little bit, but only once or twice.
My thing is, if you're going to have a whole bunch of characters, right, that you've introduced that are not just side characters, one-off characters, you got to give them some time to shine. And not just stupid shine, like, I'm good enough to keep you at bay until the other guy gets here.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you again, you should watch Naruto. You should, because everything you're saying tells me you want to watch Naruto.
Okay. You want to watch it? Like, do I? Like, yes, you do. Really do. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you do. Because everything you're saying that you're like, why didn't Dragon Ball do this? Why didn't Dragon Ball do? No, you should watch Naruto. They do. They at least attempt. Even whether they fail or succeed, at least the attempt is made in Naruto.
It's like, okay. Then we'll have to give it a shot.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I know some people will say, "Oh, probably just skip to Shippuden and start watching that." I say, no, watch from the beginning.
Watch from the beginning.
Yep. Because there's some really good stuff in the Chunin exams and stuff like that. Like there's really good stuff in there.
So I think the biggest thing I have is that when I was watching it with the kids, and he influenced Roman Reigns. And I'm just like, come on now. Can you stop saying that, please?
Believe it.
And I was like, stop it. Just, I get it. You're going to be the very best, like no one else, like no one ever has. I get it, but stop it.
Yes, he does a lot of that. He does. Again, that's character quirks you can kind of get around, and it's stuff that over time they realize this is getting grating, so they tone down as well.
That's good, but I was just.
I
can tell you that definitely
it's one of the chores to get over.
And at that time, I was definitely holding on to, why is this ninja orange? Like, that's not making any sense to me. Like the thing that they chose to do.
Yep. As a true ninja purist, I will tell you, once you get over that fact, you'd be okay with the show.
And see, and that's the thing.
Skittle ninjas. Like once you get over Skittle ninjas, you'll be good.
Because even, people are like, but don't you like the American Ninja series? No, I don't.
You don't like Michael Dudikoff?
Dude, he can't act,
But he makes a great red ninja and a yellow ninja.
No, but see, that's the thing. I was like, why are there so many colors? Why?
The blue ninja.
Why? Why do we have so many colored ninjas? It's horrible. Well, also it worked in Japanese, but it doesn't have a proper translation. Okay. All roads lead back to pro wrestling. You are absolutely correct.
Yep, they do. They always lead back to Vince McMahon.
Oh my goodness. So Skip goes, honestly, at Shippuden is where it starts to go downhill. It's garbage.
Yep, no, that's just, again.
Like, oh, it's garbage.
Yep. But I would say still just watch it all.
Okay. Oh my goodness, it's awesome. Well, I guess it can stay weird. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me while I was waiting around trying to wait for Butch to come back from wrestling. Did start working on this. The next thing, because I will be hopefully working on it tomorrow, I'll be putting in the valley that's down there. So we're gonna keep working on the page, and hopefully we'll be able to move on a little bit from it. So thank you guys so very, very much. It's been awesome. We'll see you on Wednesday. And as always, born a ninja, die a ninja.
Later, everyone.
Now, should we rate someone?
I don't have anyone on my list, so that's up to chat, really.
Let's see. Who's out there? Domo's out there with 200 freaking people.
And Smith-tastic is Skip recommended. Or Smithistic.
Oh, is he there? Are they streaming? Smith. Oh yeah, they're there. Cool. We'll go ahead and do that. We're gonna drop that off. I'm gonna end the call with Sir's single digit so that it doesn't bounce over.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for being part. And I will see you guys hopefully on a Wednesday. All right. I'll see you guys later.
the Ninja Empire is supreme, dominant, and unstoppable. Our ninja spirit is fueled by fire and driven by razor-sharp determination. When we take on a mission, we must succeed or die. Our style is unique and deadly, and no one wants to suffer the wrath of the Ninja Empire.